Hello and welcome to another reading vlog! Previously, I made it my New Year's resolution to post at least 2 vlogs a month, and I'm turbo behind schedule because it's the end of February and I haven't posted a single vlog, but here we are! I've been going through a reading slump, which is a problem because I have so many books on my bookshelf that I haven't read, but I haven't read a single book in the past month. So this video is my chance to get out of a reading slump. It's because my family is planning to go on a trip at the end of April, so instead of reading, I've been trip planning. Non-stop, all day, every day. But that's no excuse. You know, given my rack full of books, as you can see right here, I think it's time for me to get back into reading. So I'm going to be documenting everything that I read for the next 7 days. The first book that I'm going to try to pick up is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in her Throne of Glass series, and if you haven't heard this series before, it's actually a super popular fantasy series. I read the first book a while ago and I actually really liked it. I think I finished the first book in like a day. I have 30 minutes before my next meeting starts, so I'm going to try to get some reading done before then and see how far I can get. The closest color that I could find is like this red here. It's not really the same, but I don't really care. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Moving to my desk now because I have a meeting in 5 minutes, but I want to maximize my reading, so I'm going to keep reading until it's time for my meeting, and then you guys can watch me take my meeting. Didn't finish a chapter, but I'm going to join my meeting now.
I think I've spent like 2 weeks on the ticket.
Yeah, I've been chilling this week, so... Also, working full-time is such a joke, because what do you mean I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs waiting for my manager to book a sync that she said she was gonna book, but both me and the other intern haven't heard anything from her, so we're just kind of sitting here like, is the sync happening? Is the sync not happening? We don't even know what we're syncing about. We don't even know what we're working on. Anyway, I guess that's better for me, so I'm gonna read for a little bit. Until that sync gets booked, I'm just gonna do nothing, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's my disclaimer. Got a message! False alarm. The message was the other intern asking if the sync was gonna happen. Back to reading. I'm so bad with names and I'm so bad with context, and honestly there's so many different names of locations of places in the book that I confuse it for a character name versus like a location name. Oh, my meeting's happening! Hello, it is now evening time. I just took a shower, so now my hair is all frizzy looking. But I'm in my living room and I'm about to watch Singles Inferno. I'm currently on episode 4. I've been watching it really slowly, even though the show came out a while ago. I hate having to wait for episodes. So I'd rather wait for all the episodes to come out at once and then binge it or like watch it at my own pace than to have to like know that I have to wait for the next episode. Oh my god, I hate that. I have my book with me in case I want to read, but I think I'm probably just gonna watch Singles Inferno all night. I literally just went to make myself a beverage for the TV and look what I come back to seeing. Cookie, why are you in my spot? And I come back to sit down and he leaves me. Okay guys, this is the like most rizziest, hottest thing I've ever seen on the entire show so far. Like, oh my god, I think I got rizzed up through the screen. Watch. Basically, he just answered the question and he was like, I'm not gonna go with the girl that like they were sort of paired up, and then he's like, I wanna go with someone new. Which is this girl right here. That's Minasu, the girl I don't like. This is the girl that he was originally paired up, like they already went to Paradise once together. And then his question was, do you want to go with someone the same or someone new? And he said someone new! Now she's picking her truth. Which boy are you most interested in now? Now watch! She said it's you! Oh my god, holy shit! Let's watch it again because that wasn't enough. They're gonna play back. Okay everybody, it is now 10:20 p.m. and I've barely read anything all day. I haven't even gone through chapter 5 yet, so it is time to force myself to read before I can go to sleep. Right here I set up a 30-minute timer, and I'm not going to stop reading until the timer goes off. And if I really get into the book, then that's great because I can keep going. And if I don't get into the book somehow, at least I did my 30 minutes of reading. And I'm going to start the timer now. Chapter 6. Chapter 7. Chapter 8, Chapter 10. Wait, I lied earlier, that was Chapter 9. Now it's Chapter 10. Chapter 11. Wait, this is making me kind of mad, but I think it's been way more than 30 minutes. I think it's actually been close to an hour, but my timer didn't go off. I swiped to check the time because I was like, I feel like I've been reading for a long time, and then I see that it just says 0. I got through 11 chapters today, which is about like 90-ish pages. The chapters are quite short, but I think that's better than I expected, considering the fact that I literally have not picked up a single book in the last month other than the book club book that I was forced to read. Hi Richard, here's your book club book. But anyway, that book sucks so bad that I think it literally sucked out my will to read. Like, that was literally the biggest waste and energy of my time. Nothing insane has happened quite yet, and I don't want to say anything that's gonna spoil the book for anybody who might read it in the future, but I think the love interest is gonna progress a little, and I think you're gonna learn a lot more about the fantasy aspect of the world that you sort of dabbled in the first book, but you didn't get any answers to. They're like tickling you right now. I'm getting tickled, but I don't know what's happening. Anyway, good night everybody. Hello, hi, it is now the next day. It's like almost 1 p.m. and it's almost time for my next meeting, but I have to show you how my hair turns out after a night in braids. I hope it turns out good. What do we think? I low-key hate it when my hair is not like straight because I feel like straight hair just looks better, period. But also if I don't keep my hair in braids right after I wash it for that night, my hair will end up like crazy and so frizzy and whatever, so. I totally lied. I don't have a meeting at 1.
Bruh.
So I'm gonna go back to doing some work. I have a task that I kind of want to complete by today, or at least get it reviewed today. As part of my work, there's a lot of things that I have to wait for a little bit of time for the task to complete or like for something to happen. So in those little pockets of time, I'm just gonna try to read a little bit. And I'm gonna try to get as far as I can through this book today because I feel like the longer it takes me to read a book, the less attached I am to the book. So let's get back to work. Just a reminder that I'm currently on chapter 11. My parents and I headed over to my grandparents' place. I think my dad was trying to help my grandpa do something. I brought my book and I just kept reading. Chapter 16, Chapter 17, Chapter 18, Chapter 19. We're here to buy salami because I want to eat it while I watch Singles Inferno. Back to watch some Singles Inferno, and look who's here to join me. I'm gonna show you some of what I eat when I like to watch shows. I have a cup of hot chocolate that has marshmallows in it, and because the hot chocolate's hot, the marshmallows all like melted. That's so amazing. And then I have this charcuterie plate with me. I have some crackers and then some salami and then 2 strawberries. And then I have this like cream cheese thing called Boursin that Jalen put me on. It's actually so delicious. It literally tastes like good cream cheese. I'm gonna enjoy this while I watch the show. I really hate Mina Sue right now. She's so annoying. She literally like PMO. Put some Boursin on the cracker and then I take an entire slice of salami because I love this shit and then just gobble it together. Gonna give him my own snack because I feel kind of bad. Sit. Paw. Down. Good boy. Up. Up. Paw. No, stop. Wait. 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 Basically what's happening right now, Mina Sue and this guy, Subin. I really like Subin because he has the same name as my idol and I do think he's really good looking. But Mina Sue and Subin were like this. And then Mina kept flirting with other guys. And then Subin was like, okay, I'll flirt with other girls because that's what the show's about. And then Mina Sue was like, bro, I hate you for flirting with other girls. Even though she be flirting with other guys too. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't like Mina Sue. But I do like Subin. I feel like he's very chill. He knows his place and he knows his worth. He's not gonna be a tiango to Mina Sue, you know? Now she's complaining about Subin to other guys, like the other contestant, the other English guy who's from New York. Anyway, bye number 2. My mama is cooking dinner right there. Mama, you cooking dinner?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna read. until it's time to eat dinner. My sister bought a hoard of these Pockies, like packs and packs and packs of them from her student res dorm because she has a lot of student meal money that she can't finish. This one's black sesame and then this one's taro. Each eating 2 of each. So that's 4 汤圆 for 3 people, which is 12 汤圆 in total. 妈妈，我数学算得好吗？Did you 放油？
没呢，你看里面有油吗？
这是水，你怎么
把水抠干了再放。
你怎么不把水给倒了？
不是，就那个。
Chapter 23, 24, Chapter 25, Chapter 26, 27, Chapter 28. I'm in my room now because I actually have an assignment that I have to do for school. When we're on co-op, we have to take these mandatory PD courses. PD basically stands for professional development. Basically, they tell us how to be a good employee. But like, it's the most useless fuck-ass course ever. You just have to do the assignment. So I submitted the assignment to ChatGPT, and while I wait for ChatGPT to answer my questions, I'm gonna read the book. Very productive. Don't tell the school. Hello, good morning. It is now Thursday, and I'm still not done the book, which is a problem, because why is it taking me so freaking long to read a single book, man? Anyway, work has been pretty smooth. Yesterday I put up a PR, so I'm just waiting for that one to get reviewed, and then now I picked up a different ticket. Because my goal today is to finish the book, that means that while I'm working, I really need to take time to do some reading. I'm like more than halfway through the book. I stopped doing chapter updates because I was too lazy, but I'm actually on chapter 34 right now, which is more than half the book. The book is in a really good spot right now. Something very important just happened. So now it's like the main characters are dealing with whatever just happened, which I think is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna go back to doing work and then I'll try to read whenever I have pockets of time. Chapter 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. I was too lazy. Chapter 40, 41. Hello, it is now nighttime. I said I was gonna finish this book today and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this book today. I stopped doing the chapter counts, but I'm actually on chapter 53 now. I was reading a little bit after dinner. Based on the number of pages left, I think I only have like a couple chapters left. So I'm just gonna finish it right here, right now. And then hopefully I can start a new book. Final sprint. I can tell that there's only like 2 more pages in this book. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how to explain it, but this series is so slow-paced, but yet so fast-paced at the same time. Like, so much is happening, and not useless stuff. Like, interesting, important stuff is happening, but the plot is progressing so slowly. Like, it's been 2 whole books, and you finally find out who the main character is. Like, isn't that kind of crazy? I spent 2 books reading this book, and I didn't even know who the main character was. I would give this book a solid 4.8 stars. Sometimes when I read fantasy books, admittedly, I start skimming the long paragraphs, because there's just so much description, and it's so wordy. And you honestly, you don't need any of it. But this book, there was nothing that was useless and there was nothing that was slow or boring or anything. This book made me want to read every single word. So the next book that I've picked out is Hello Strangers by Catherine Center. I've read a ton of Catherine Center books in the past and I genuinely think she's probably my favorite adult romance author out there. I remember one time I was reading her book and I started reading at 9 p.m. and I didn't stop reading the book until I finished it at 3 a.m. That's how good her books are. This is the only book of hers that I own that I haven't read, so I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna start reading this now, and I don't know how far I'm gonna read, but I'll keep you posted. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Update on my reading. I just reached Chapter 5, but I think I'm gonna stop reading for now because I'm getting kind of tired. And low-key, my work is kind of stressing me out. I've been thinking about this all day ever since I got off work today, but I got a lot of comments back on my PR, and basically, the change that I've been asked to do is gonna have a lot of performance implications. The senior engineers on my team pointed that out, so I think I'm gonna spend some time tomorrow thinking about that, thinking about possible solutions, and then I'm gonna try to book a one-on-one with him so we can go over it and discuss it, but okay, this kind of stressing me out because I feel like this ticket is a lot heavier than I thought it was gonna be. So I literally have not stopped thinking about it, so I'm gonna go to sleep now, and hopefully when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna feel better. Good night. Happy Friday! After a long week, it's finally long-awaited Friday. It's only 2 p.m. so I still have a couple hours of work left to do, and let me give you an update on the progress of my work. I had a one-on-one sync with my mentor this morning where we went over those like possible solutions and what route we should take, so now that those details are finalized, I can get back to implementing. And hopefully this time I don't get cooked. I actually have a lot of work that I need to get done today, so I don't think I'll have any time to read during work, but I'll have my book with me just in case I end up having time to read, which I doubt it, but we'll see. And then after work, my parents and I went to get rice noodles, and I was still working because the stupid freaking test cases still weren't passing. And then I hit the gym, and I was still stressing about my stupid freaking work, like just fire me already. And then I was exhausted when I got home, so I didn't do any more work, and obviously I got 0 reading done. And I'm such an amazing vlogger that I forgot to vlog the rest of the weekend, but TLDR, I went downtown with my friends, and then we hit the clubs. And then I ended up DNFing Hello Strangers by Catherine Center, the book I was reading, because it was looking getting so boring, and that plot was just not hitting. Okay, peace out, bye!